Yo, what is going on, guys? Today we are back with another mock draft. Today we are doing the Minnesota Vikings. Recently I did a Niners one, and it doesn't seem like a lot of people have seen it compared to my other videos. So if you guys did miss that one, make sure you guys go check it out on my channel. Also, make sure you guys subscribe. We're on the road to 1K. We just hit 300 and trying to get more. So if you guys do enjoy the videos, please subscribe. A lot of people who watch this are not subscribed, so it would mean a lot to me if you guys subscribe. You guys can always unsubscribe later. And let's go ahead and hop right into it. Minnesota Vikings, they had a great draft last year. They got a lot of players that they could use, and I mean, just Justin Jefferson in general was a great pick. But a lot of their other picks also panned out pretty well. So let's see if we can do that again. All right, for the Vikings' first pick, there's a lot of players available that they could use. I'm not taking a safety in the first round in this draft because, I mean, just the value is just not there. Interior D-line I considered. I definitely did. And I considered interior offensive line too. But I feel like I can get these guys in the second. I do feel like they need a D-tackle pretty badly, but there's value down the board. And I'm going to take an O-tackle, and I would take Rashawn Slater, but for the sole fact that I know for a fact he's not going to be there at 14 in real life, and we just took him with the Chargers, and I think he could even go to the Bengals at 5 instead of Sewell. Like, I could take Rashawn Slater, but I think we take Christian Darrisaw here, and we use him as a left or right tackle for the Vikings because Riley Reef is clearly not the answer, and you need a tackle of the future, and then you can go interior O-line in the second round. Or interior D-line. I think probably interior D-line is going to be the play. Hopefully Christian Barmore is available. Oh, so we don't have a second round pick. That ruins a lot of the plans. I'm not going to lie. That ruins a lot. Oh my gosh, we don't pick for forever. Everyone's going off the board. Well, I do really like... Oh, we pick again in 12 picks. I do really like Javon Holland at this spot. I also really like Amari Rodgers. I also really like Marvin Wilson and Jalen Twyman and guys like that. I also like Quincy Roche. Alright, with this pick, I did consider like Quincy Roche, and I know I did a massive cut there because I did some research. I'm going to take Javon Holland. I have a little draft crush on him, and I'm not going to lie. He didn't play in 2021, so he's fallen down a little. He's fallen down some people's boards. However, Anthony Harris, I think the Vikings franchise tagged him. They clearly weren't committed to him, and he didn't really have a great year as far as I know. I didn't hear about him much this year. I know it wasn't as good as his 2019, that's for sure. But I'm going to take Javon Holland. I have a little draft crush on him, and I'm going to hope one of those other guys is available at our next pick. All right, so this pick is between Amari Rodgers and Jalen Twyman, and I think I'm going to kick Amari Rodgers first and hope Jalen Twyman's there at our next pick. Amari Rodgers... He had an incredible Senior Bowl, and he probably improved his stock a little bit. Oh, we have 2 picks back-to-back pretty much up here. Hopefully that we get Jalen Twyman here. But like I said, with Amari Rodgers, he had a really great Senior Bowl, and I think he can be a great slot receiver because the Vikings have only 2 receivers. I know they run a lot of 2-receiver sets, but just having a slot receiver for when you need to pass the ball wouldn't be a bad thing. And Amari Rodgers in the 3rd or 4th round, wherever I just took him, is pretty good value. And then we're going to take Jalen Twyman. He's a rush D tackle specifically. He would fit pretty well in the Vikings scheme, going next to Michael Pierce. And you could probably use another edge rusher. I like Rashad Weaver, Jonathan Cooper. I'm going to try to say this guy's name. Adetokunbo Ogundeji. I said that 100% right. You can't tell me I didn't. Alright, I just looked at a lot of players' draft profiles, and David Moore is a guy who really intrigues me. I haven't really heard of him, but he's from a school I've never heard of either. But when I read his draft profile, he has a lot of potential, it seems. And the Vikings, if they want to... I mean, he's not going to be a year 1 starter probably, but he has potential to be a year 2 starter. And I feel like in the 4th round, a year 2 starter is worth it. So I'm going to take David Moore. He just got raw power out of a smaller school that I really haven't heard of. So take a shot on him. I don't know. They need interior O-line badly. Dakota Doja is dog shit. Then we're going to take Rashad Weaver here to go opposite of Danielle Hunter if he needs to on specifically pass downs. He's a great edge rusher. The Vikings have a lot of picks, and I'm running out of players I want. I'm just going to take another interior O-lineman. Hope he pans out. Darius Hutcherson. Don't know much about him. Like I said, I really don't know much about the interior O-lineman yet. They're like the last position I haven't really looked at. But I'm just trying to get players with value. And the Vikings are having so many fucking picks that I don't know who to take. Alright, I'm going to take Reed Blankenship. Get another safety if you don't resign Harrison Smith after next year. I mean, I'm reaching here because I don't know what the Vikings need. I don't know too much about them, and I'm just getting pick after pick after pick right now. Sure, we'll take... Ooh, actually, I'm going to take Kellen Mond. I like his size and stuff, and he also had a decent Senior Bowl. Maybe he can replace Kirk Cousins. Woo. I doubt it, but you get a backup quarterback in the 6th round is not bad. Gonna take Derek Barnes, a guy with versatility at linebacker, plays all over the place. Like him a lot in the 6th round. I don't like him as like a 4th round player. I just like his versatility. We pick again. Vikings love running the football, so let's take out Chris Evans in case someone gets injured. Ooh. I'm going to take Frank Darby. He could potentially be a better receiver than Amari Rodgers. Not really, but he could be. And you need wide receiver depth anyways. You have like 4 on your roster. So Frank Darby in the 7th round is not bad. I probably should have taken another receiver early, but we had so many middle round picks. I didn't know what to do with them. From this point on, I didn't know who to take. And even David Moore, like, I like the first 4 picks. Like, I love the first 4 picks, actually. I know I could have taken Rashawn Slater. I explained that. If you guys saw, I didn't want to take Rashawn Slater because, A, I didn't think he would be there at 14, and B, we just took him with the Chargers pick. So it's kind of unrealistic. I don't want to draft the same player in back-to-back videos. Because it kind of ruins the point of a 7-round mock draft if you just take the same player, you know? But, so I took Christian Darrisaw. He doesn't have as much flexibility as Slater, and I know you guys are going to be probably pissed. I thought we had a 2nd-round pick, and I was planning on taking a guy like Wyatt Davis, which resulted in me going to David Moore and Darius Hutcherson in the hope that one of them pans out. Rashad Weaver I like as a rush end on 3rd down. He'll be pretty good there. Jalen Twyman's a good rush defensive tackle. He'll fit nicely next to Michael Pierce. Not the best just run stuffer, so you might need to only put him in on 3rd down as well. I like Javon Holland a lot. He can replace Anthony Harris easily. I like him a lot, and at 78, the value was just too good to pass up. Amari Rodgers, great Senior Bowl. Like him a lot. He can be a slot receiver for the Vikings if you need one. Or they just keep running 2 receiver sets and Rodgers can fill in if someone gets hurt. I don't know. Reed Blankenship, another safety, just in case you don't resign Harrison Smith. Like just a 3rd safety because you don't really have much depth on your roster. Kellen Mond, just get another quarterback in your quarterback room. He had a good Senior Bowl. I'm recording this right after the Senior Bowl, so that's kind of where I got that from. Derek Barnes, love his versatility, just doesn't really do anything particularly great. He just kind of can do a lot of things. So he's a fun little gadget player for Mike Zimmer that I think Mike Zimmer would love to use. Chris Evans is just a running back because of the Vikings. They love running backs. And Frank Darby is another depth receiver for the Vikings. I mean, I didn't really know what to do, like I said, from this point on. I just kind of took backup players. And obviously, I need to work on getting to know players more that are in the late rounds because I was lost. I had to read so many draft profiles and just try to get an idea of who could or could not be good. And that's kind of where all these picks were. And, like, the interior O-line, like I said, I was expecting that we could take Wyatt Davis or someone like that, and we just couldn't because we didn't have a 2nd-round pick like I planned. That's my fault for not checking. But overall, I really like the first 4 picks. And then, like, David Moore and Darius Hutcherson probably won't start right away, but they have potential to. And Rashad Weaver I like as a rush defensive end. And these guys are all depth picks. So, appreciate you guys watching. I'd say, like, honestly, after drafting this myself, I'd say I'd probably give it, like, a B+. Because I didn't really know what I was taking in the later rounds compared to in other drafts. I feel like I knew what other teams needed, and the players available were more, like, known to me. But, like, I didn't know David Moore really at all. But he looked good on his, like, draft profile that I read. So, I appreciate you guys watching, and peace.